I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. I want everybody, if you can, to give me a 5x5 and tell me how I sound because I'm using a new mic. Can you guys hear me? How am I doing? Hopefully I sound okay. I'm waiting for a 5x5. There's Bizzle. There's Chili Phil. Good to see you. The bus driver showed up. How do I sound? Do I sound okay, you guys? Good. Thank you, Brock. All right. So I want to, first of all, thank you for joining me. Let me say roll call to see who's here at the moment. We've got Bizzle, Brock Bandy, and Silver Surfer, Tracy, and maybe Michelle even. They're my wrenches. They're in the house. Thank you for being here. Chili Phil, good to see you. Dizzy Dragon, my man. He got his seeds. Very excited. Drew McKim, good to see you. Devin Guitar, good to see you. Irish Craft Beer Guy, nice to see you. Jane Aldridge, Kristen Melinda, and the Grumpy Gill, and another wrench, Mr. Uncle Bull Cow. And Nova Mulk just joined us. So thank you guys for being here. I'll do a roll call again later as we get a little bit bigger, and we'll do one at the end. Actually, I won't do one later, but at the end, we'll certainly do a roll call for everybody. So I hope everybody's doing good. Yesterday, I announced, it's funny, I had two packages I sent internationally, and both of them got jammed up on me in the same day. But they've both been corrected. So I'm kind of excited about that. I know that they are. Boy, everybody looks so nice today. Look at that. Good to see you all. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you we're going to go over a lot of cool stuff. I got a bunch of pictures to show you from the past 8 years. I'm going to do that on some of these live streams, take you through some cool photos, behind the scenes stuff that you guys never saw. So we're going to do some of that. But I'm going to announce tonight. I'm going to wait until we get some more people here, but I'm going to announce who the actually announced it yesterday on the bus pass. For those of you who have a bus pass, you already know. I announced who the next guest is on After the Burn. So I'm kind of excited about that. Nick, good to see you. Nick loves us all. You know I love you, dude. Josh, a.k.a. Out My Top, Cause LM, Josh. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Sip Chomper. Good to see you. I hit my inhaler right before we went live. Dizzy Dragon's a happy camper. Seymour, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Cheers from Newfoundland, a place I've not been. I'd like to be there. Speaking of places, cool places, I'm going to show you some cool pictures from the past. It's kind of a cool thing. We got some good stuff here. Where are they? There they are. Over the years, I've been very fortunate to go all over the place. The very first trip I went on was, you know what? You got to be kidding me. I didn't get that picture. I can get it right now. Was when I was in the Philippines. That was the first one. How did I not get those pictures? Somehow I didn't download those pictures. All right, sorry, you're not going to get the Philippine pictures. I'll do that on the very next one. Sorry, guys. Here's one. This is a great picture. That's from, obviously, Stonehenge. That was a really crazy day. I was with Paul Oro from League of Fire. And that day, it was almost raining on us, but didn't. It rains a lot in England. So that day, Shahina was supposed to go with us, but the day before was the belt match, the first belt match in the Guildford Cheese Festival. And it was the next day, and she was cramping really bad. And I told her, this is a cautionary tale. Don't ever do this, you guys. I told her that I have tried a tablespoon of baking soda in 6 ounces of water, warm water, stirred up, and you drink that. It can kill the calf cramps. She did like 6 doses of that over several hours and ended up in the hospital. We walked in and she had IVs in both arms, and it was very scary. So don't ever do that. Build your tolerance slowly. Don't do silly things like that. But this was the festival. I took some pictures from the stage. This was from the Guilford Cheese and Chili Festival. I should have done a panoramic thing, but I didn't. But I got into 3 sections. There were supposedly 9,000 people there. Is the number they told us. There's Paul. But it was a really, really crazy event. I was thinking about it. Somebody asked me if I'm going to do another West Lightburn. Good to see you. Irish Craft Beer Guy says, same Ireland rain all the time. I've been asked if I'm going to do any more contests or belt matches. I'm sure I'll do another belt match. 2 years left. It's a lot of time. Jeremy Fowler, I'm here, simply lurking. Good to see you. Good to hear you. You see me. I'm hearing you. Let me show you another couple of cool pics. Oh, so you saw the Stonehenge one. This is a Stonehenge one. I was going to make a break for it. And I was messing with the guard. I made it look like I was going to make a break and try. It was really funny. I walked up to the guard. I said, so how serious are you about this perimeter? She says, you can't go over there. I said, come on, from America. I want to review. I had a hot sauce with me. I said, I want to review a hot sauce here at Stonehenge. I'm not going to climb on a rock, but I want to stand right at the base of it. I think it was a woman in this picture, wasn't it? Oh, maybe it was a guy. I'm not sure. But I said I wanted to have her let me, and they wouldn't let me. But that was a pretty fun thing. This is in France. My son and I were. That's the beach is Dunkirk. Now Dunkirk was the last movie that I saw with my dad. It was pretty cool. But that was a really crazy. Listen, that was really weird. There were a lot of people there at Dunkirk and on the beach, and everybody was just wicked somber. Like there was nobody yucking it and smiling and playing around. Devin says, will I ever come to Windsor, Ontario Hot Sauce Festival put on by Halo Heats in May? The epic. I would love to, but they don't let. They're kind of stiff about their rules, and I'm never going to be in Canada again. Rick Spicer, good to see you. I'll have a DWI before I quit drinking. And the way Canada is, they don't play games. I am not allowed there. Anyone eating pods? I had a chocolate pod today for the first time. Had the best taste I've ever experienced for a pepper. What kind of pod was it, Seymour? Was it chocolate pods are good. To me, it took me a while to come around. Maybe it's not an acquired taste for everybody, but boy, it really was an acquired taste for me. People that know the channel, if you go back to the beginning of the channel, floral pods, chocolate pods are often floral, and boy, they really gave me trouble. Dorothy, good to see you. Is that Charlie Scoble? And this is Chase the Heat. Yes, it is. We've been waiting for you, Dorothy. We can start the show officially now. Dorothy's here. Thank you for being here. Let's see if I got any other cool pictures. Here's a cool picture from New Zealand, from a pepper contest in New Zealand. And I did really poorly in that one. Didn't do so well. For real. It was not a good deal. I came in, I think I was like 5th or 4th. It was not good. Our seasons are backwards. So we hadn't any peppers here. They're growing them like crazy there. So it was kind of a tough deal. Here's a great shot from Newcastle. Check this picture out. Isn't that gorgeous? That's not doctored up. That's exactly how the color is. Just incredible. Here's a really cool shot from London. Very, very pretty. London at night is a gorgeous place. I'm in love with London. Paul, good to see you, dude. You were the subject of my video this morning. Paul from Fire in the Hole. This morning I ate a ghost pepper, and it was almost like the perfect ghost pepper. I'm not kidding you. It looked perfect, and it tasted. Maybe it's because ghost peppers are just a wicked stable pepper. Galactic Yachts, good to see you. Let me go back and see what chocolate pod he ate. I didn't see his answer. Seymour, wasn't a hot pot. It was a sweet one. Oh, there you go. There you go. I don't think I've ever had a chocolate sweet pot. My chocolate pods are all like crazy hot ones. Why, that's bull cow, says Gaffy. I still have. Thank you, Paul. Your peppers were amazing, by the way. All of them are really, really good. I was just going to say something. Oh yeah, bull cow. I still have the it's not in this room. Plantain. His plantain challenge, and you know what? Maybe tomorrow or the next would be a very, very good day to do it. I think I will. Dorothy, my ex said someone stole her ride. Johnny's got it hanging on his wall. Oops. He's referring to the Nimbus 2000. I would never show off during a live stream, but if you don't think I can fly around the house, it doesn't have much of a range, but it's good for a few minutes. Keith Lego in the house. Thank you for being here. Dorsey, you got a big chuckle with that one. Chili Phil says plantain is a good challenge. Paul, I just showed a picture with you in it, dude. Check this out, man. Paul from League of Fires here. Where is that picture I just showed? Look at that handsome rascal holding the phone. What I didn't tell you about that day, it was funny. The day that we were in Stonehenge, we got there. We were late. We got there late. All the there's these ticket windows, and all of them are closed except there's just one, and she's just closing up. Paul's laughing. They're just closing up the window, and Paul's like, "Listen, you got to do me a favor. We just drove all the way here. It's my mate from America," and he was just listen. You need to be with Paul. He's smooth. And sure enough, she's like, "Yeah, okay, I'll let you in." It was amazing, but it was like we almost drove there for nothing because they shouldn't have let us in. But Paul just smooth talked her. I can't believe she fell for it too, because everybody has the English accent there. If you did that in America, you can talk your way out of a ticket. I mean, that English accent gets you a long way in America, but you're just smooth because that was in England and it still worked. I need to try Lego Super Hot Omega Bacon. I'm a sucker for good bacon. Broom, thanks for being here, dude. You made my day yesterday, dude. You really did. That was awesome. Mr. Tom Broom in the house. You guys, I'd never ask you to do this because I hate sounding like a YouTuber, but if you guys could like this video, if you guys do that, you see what happens is that YouTube thinks it's a good video because everybody's liking it. So what they'll do is they'll push it out and more people will be with us. Kind of funny how that works. The algorithm. Ed, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. That bacon I made would make for a challenge. Okay, so it's challenge bacon. It's not like enjoyable bacon. I mean, I still enjoy challenges, but. Oh, stop. I almost clicked on that so everybody could see it on the screen. I'll post it anyway, but it's not really true. A lady from New York was there and fell in love with Johnny. First sight. True story. It's not really a true story. Not at all. She was just curious about what I was doing. I'm like a bald dude, with this, filming a video in Stonehenge. She was just curious. She didn't fall in love with that. It was silly. Crazy, man. Dorsey already liked it. Narfman. So good to see you. Noah James. Thank you so much for your super chat. Johnny, last night on break at work, my friends dared me to eat 7 habaneros. Destroyed that challenge. They were in shock I did it. You're a beast, Noah. That is awesome. How cool is that? Can I tell you something? Noah, you're a savage because here's the truth of it. It doesn't really matter how high your tolerance. You can have a super high tolerance and still have trouble handling 7 habaneros. You're a savage. I'm impressed. That's enough, Paul. I got an endorphin dump off a Off a third of a piece. Really? All right. So listen, how'd you do it? How'd you make it? Did you just like super coat it and just make it like crazy coated? I mean, how'd you do it? I'm curious. Paul's funny. Paul's got a great sense of humor. He also has nerve. See that? We hit the like button and already a few more people have gotten here. We were in I don't know where we were, but we were in front of a casino. I think you were staying at a casino. Parks his car right in front where it says you can't park and just leaves. Goes inside. I didn't know that's where he gets away with stuff. So listen, I want to show everybody something. I hope somebody can help me with this. See that? Somebody gave this to me. It's an awesome mug. It was already out of the box when I got here after being out of town. I don't know who sent this to me. But it's an awesome mug. So if you're responsible for this really cool mug, please let me know. See, if you're on a bus and you're bad, the bus pulls over and make you get off the bus. I don't pull over, but I can make you get off the bus. I just don't like doing that. Isn't that a great mug, Tracy? Dale Cox, good to see you. Dorsey, Noah, for the dono. I very much appreciate that, you guys. Noah says, I didn't start really feeling the heat until the third pepper. How bad did it get? I'm curious. No, on your scale of 1 to 10, because that's a lot of peppers, man. John Doe. Don't know who that man is. Get it? See what I did there? Eating a tubitero right now. I'm impressed, man. Okay, so Lego, make a slurry with powder and brown sugar and Carolina Reaper, maple syrup. Put too much powder in for only 6 strips of bacon. As a chili head would. It sounds like a good, you know what? I still have some omega powder. I might do the same. Really thick bacon. Clayton Hollingsworth is a good man right there. That is a great grower. Quick, Clayton, do you have any more pods left? Or are you done? Arwa, so good to see you. Thank you for being here. She's hello to Mr. I meant to say hi to there's Arwa. Hello there. They tasted great, fruity peppers. Seymour, I bought 2 separate half pints of Serranos. They were all duds. Anyone know why that could be? Seymour, could be a couple different things. Number 1, they could be weak peppers. However, number 2, your tolerance could be up. That happens. You know, that does happen. Over the years, this is the truth, Seymour. Over the years, I've had so many people say, man, I've had this sauce for I've tried it forever. Kind of gotten more into peppers lately. I bought it again, and it just doesn't taste the same. It's your tolerance. I don't know if that's the case, but because of the fact that they're less hot than you'd expect, that could be the thing. I don't know. John Doe says, but my wallet really hates me afterwards. I hear that. I remember the very first month I started the channel, I was married. I spent like $1,000 on over $1,000 on stuff, just tons of products. And you know, when I told her I was starting a channel, I said, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. She goes, what are you, 13? That was her response. What are you, 13? Well, I'll pitch your wagon. So I said, forget it. I'm not going to do it. Then after a couple of weeks, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let her. I'm going to do this. League of Fire. Paul says, lots of great people in this chat. Godspeed to you all. Bedtime here. Be well, everybody. Tell Shahina I love her. We all love her. And thank you for being here for a little while, Paul. Get some rest, man. I've had so much fun with that dude. Hit the like, Paul says. There you go. Thank you, Paul. I saw that. There's a question I wanted to... Okay, so Clayton does have a few limited types. Clayton Hollingsworth is a great grower. He's in the chat. He's got pods, if you know, limited, but he's got some. He's a great grower. Gothy says, what do you think of the Remmer pepper? You know, it's really funny. The first couple times, I've had a lot of them. And the first time I think I was expecting too much. It didn't wow me, but the last couple I've had were really, really hot. So, yeah, but we're in an age now. I've said this before, but we're in an age where there are so many peppers that are hotter than. I hate to go back just to be up the Reaper, but that was the hot pepper for so long. There are a lot of peppers hotter than a Reaper. That's one of them. Narfman says serranos are generally pretty consistent in heat off a given plant. Could have been from a mild plant, he says. You know, the funny thing is, I find the same thing. They tend to be there's the peppers I think have the widest range are habanero. Jalapenos. A couple other peppers, but jalapeno is probably the biggest culprit for having the widest range. Because think about it, 2,000. If you give a brand new chili head a 2,000 Scoville pepper, that's not so bad. But I'm not joking. If you're a brand new chili head and you get hit with 8,000, that's a very, very different experience if you're a brand new chili head. If you're eating Reapers, you don't even notice 6,000 Scoville sway. But if you're brand new, that's a very, very big difference. Michelle says, arrived and says, hi. Hi, Michelle. Michelle's awesome. Michelle is Tracy's better half. They're good. One of my favorite couples. Yeah, Brock Bandy says, whoops. Clayton says, me too. Brock Bandy says, I saw a new one called the Remmertali. Yeah, I saw that as well. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's a New Zealand pepper. F3, Clayton Hollingsworth says. It's pretty cool. So anybody here? It's nice to be the bus driver. It's a long walk home. Narkman jalapenos are a crazy range. Every once in a while, you get one absolute beast. Even makes a chili head take notice. Let me tell you something, Narkman. I've only had rogue peppers like 3 or 4 times in my life, and 3 of them are on video. There's a couple that are not. But the jalapeno one that I had that was a rogue jalapeno, it was almost as hot. I'm telling you, it was as hot as a jalapeno. Excuse me, a habanero, pardon me. So it was a green jalapeno I ate, and it was as hot as a habanero. Left Eye Pat, there's the man that's causing me to mumble. Left Eye Pat, how are you doing, bro? Good evening. I managed to catch the bus. You're on, and you have a great seat I can see. Thank you for being here. There's a dude I love. You know, Left Eye Pat's been in a video with me, several. I did an interview. We did just chilling out, hanging out at Tad and Kits. That was really fun. And then when if you saw the video where he Tad threw the grenade, the extraction grenade, into the tent, and I dove into the tent and zipped it up. He had his hood. He had a hood pulled over because he didn't want to get any of that stuff in his face. Pretty funny. You had a Rogue and Erie. If I remember correctly, you made me try it. What was that, Pat? What pepper was that? I think that was. Did we do that on film? Here's the thing, though. I had a lot of people ask if you had seeds from a rogue pepper. I don't think it's a genetic trait. I think it's just a aberrant, but it's a strange thing that just sort of happens. It's weird. Get the horse, the wart hog. That was the hottest. That was the hottest. I mean, that was obviously a rogue, but it's weird. I never watch videos that I'm in. I don't like it, but I've watched that video probably 3 or 4 times. It's crazy. It was a crazy hot pepper. Nova Malk says, I've gotten comfortable with Reapers. To those with more experience, suggestions what to try next. Listen, that's a great pepper. 7-pot Primos, Primatalis, Nova Malk. Primatalis, man. If you can get your hand on chocolate, just even a red, mustard, chocolate bootlas are really great. BTRs are brutal. There's a whole lot. At this point, Nova Malk, what you're looking for is flavor. Because once you can tolerate heat like that, what you're looking for, because Do you notice, Nova Milk, if you're eating comfortable Reapers, and you know how much that changes your ability to taste hot stuff, right? So once you get your tolerance to the point where you've gotten yours, if you're comfortable with Reapers, at that point, what you have the luxury of doing that a lot of people don't, if your tolerance is really low, you have the ability now to look for a hot pepper that can be your favorite. To a lot of people that are brand new, those are two things that can't even be in the same sentence. But for real, there are certain Killer Yellow. Tom Broom, if he's still here, he has a Killer Yellow. It's a yellow Primatale. Oh, can't begin to know how good that tastes. But if your tolerance is really low, you won't taste a lot of those flavors. So have a ball seeking out your favorite hot one. Jane Aldrich. I think it was Jason P. who put Johnny the bus mug. I think it was Jason P. who made a post about sending the bus mug. Jason P. sent that. Oh, thank you so much, Jane, for telling me. God, I love you for telling me that. Is Jason in the chat? Jason is a rock star. This is the coolest mug, isn't it? I think it is. Nova Milk. Any chocolate super hots you're gonna have a good time with. And the truth is, if you took the Scoville numbers of the chocolate super hots, they really may not be. They may be lower than like some red super hots, but they'll burn you different. Noah James says, I wish I would have gotten an endorphin dump. Boy, aren't they fun? I haven't had one in a while. I think I'm due. Myco Psycho says, growing chocolate Primatale this season. I can't wait. They're great. Dale Cox says, I love chocolate pods. You know what? I love the mug, says Arwa. Brock Bandy's in the chat. He made a chocolate powder that was a bunch. I'm not sure. Was it one, Brock, if you're still here, was it one chocolate pod or was it a blend of different chocolate pods? I'm not quite sure. But boy, I'll tell you what, the first time I did it, put too much on. I was having pizza and I got cramps from powder. I'm serious. Here's a funny thing. Super hot powder, it's very easy to overdo it and not realize it. It was a blend. Thank you, Brock. Wicked good powder. Really, really good. Noah says they make you feel drunk and high. Tell you what, endorphin rush, it really is. It's a beautiful feeling. I mean, it's healthy, it's legal, it's fun, it brings people together. You know what I mean? It's good for you. So I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I won't. Yankee Kyle, good to see you. Good evening, Johnny, he says. Thanks for being here. Clayton's got a split. Y'all have a good night. Do me a favor. He's going to have chili with his 3-year-old daughter, or chill with her. You should, but do me a favor. Before you go by, put the contact information where people can get a hold of you if they want to buy some pods from you, if you want that. Dale says, I know you love them all, Johnny. You know what, Dale? I do love them all now, but I want you to know something. I didn't always. I hated, it wasn't so much chocolate or caramel pods as it was. I really didn't like floral, and they just happened to be a very, very chocolate pods tend to be floral, you know. But boy, I love them now. I have grown to absolutely love them. Chili Phil needs one. An endorphin dump I'm talking about. Speaking of powders, I hope you're ready for some more. I still have some of yours, dude. In fact, it's right there. It's really, really good. It's great on omelets. I'll be ready for some more. I'll be grinding them up shortly. Anything that Pat sends to me, he sent me some goodies on Wednesday. Spectacular. Like, unreal. Pat's a rock star. And he's wicked fun to be around. Wes Lightburn says, bye, Clayton. Good night, Clayton. You have a good night, dude. I love when I start to feel numb. No, the first time I had a really strong, look at that. Arwa gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Arwa, for doing that. You're a rock star. Thank you. A sweet thing to do. But notice I love that feel when you start to feel numb. The first time I had a really strong endorphin rush, I looked at my fingers because I thought I'd be able to see them trembling. They were like vibrating. Very, very cool thing. Yankee Kyle has now been sober for 36 years straight. Thank you, Kyle. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome. That seriously evil can give you a dunk with 3 drops. Yeah, I can. I still have. I have a bunch. I have most of the tincture I have of yours is now in Fort Mill. I left it in Fort Mill like an idiot, but I'm gonna be back there pretty soon. Lawn Dog's here. Good to see you, bro. Trigger word: omelets. I've been having one every morning for the last 2 weeks, made with real eggs from real chickens, as opposed to those fake eggs from those real fake chickens. You know, the funny thing is it does make a huge difference. Egg yolks from like from farm eggs, they're orange and they're not like yellow. It's a big difference. I love omelets, man. I make a great. Listen, I don't brag. I'm not much of a cook at all, but I'm telling you right now, anybody who's had my omelet will tell you I make the best omelet. If you were with me, you would agree. I promise to God, when I was done with it, you'd say that's the best omelet I have ever eaten in my life. I got my dad taught me the way that he does it, and when my kids were little, on weekends we'd have omelets. I'd make a big deal out of it, and the kids would go nuts. It has like 3 or 4 different cheeses in it, at least 3, sometimes 4. It's the best omelet. In fact, I need to make one. I haven't done it. Toby, good to see you. He says, Johnny. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Narthman says, Johnny, how do you prep for a challenge? You know what, Narthman, I think for about 2 months, years and years and years ago, I had a regiment that I did. I need a Big Mac and a large fry before then I started realizing that number one, it was getting expensive because it's not good food. So I started doing something different. And what I've come to realize is that as long as I have something in my stomach, Narfman, I'm good. You know, I did it once. I prepped once with soup, and prepping with liquid is not a good idea. You need to have some substance in there. So a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or just a peanut butter sandwich is good. A couple bananas is great. I do that frequently. A lot of times in the morning, you guys see me eat peppers in the morning a lot. I do videos like this morning. I think it was like 8:30 in the morning. I'm eating a ghost pepper that was grown by Paul from Fire in the Hole. And what I had before that was a bowl of cereal. So I will have something before. So when I make a video, it says chocolate breakfast. That was the one I did a couple of days ago. That's not, I mean, it's kind of like my breakfast. It's like dessert for my breakfast. I do have a bowl of cereal before. So for a big contest, though, Narfman, like the contest I showed photos of at the beginning of this video, the live stream, I don't prep. Oh, look at that. Silver Surfer gifted a membership too. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I don't prep for a big contest. Okay. Thank you for doing that, Tracy. You're a rock star, man. Wonder who got them. Noah James, thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I appreciate that. I felt like I was you when I did my challenge. Hi, you were, dude. You were channeling you're a chili head. It's always within you. You know what I mean? Thank you for the super chat. Seriously. But for the big contest, like I showed a picture a little while ago at the beginning. If you were here, this is a picture from. I was sitting at the table eating a contest in London, and here's one from New Zealand. I don't prep for those at all. I can't eat anything before a contest like that because, you know, I can't. It's anything I eat is taking up space in my stomach that is reserved for peppers. Like let me tell you something. Dustin Johnson, you guys know Dustin, Atomic Menace. The guy is just a straight savage. When we filmed, Joseph Murillo got the membership. I'm so stoked for you, Joseph. Thank you, Tracy. I didn't see who got the one from Arwa, but thank you, Arwa, for doing that. Both of you guys, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. But I was we were filming in South Carolina. We were filming. It was for the Netflix special. No, yeah, the Netflix special. We Are the Champions. And I was hanging out with him. I had talked with Dustin in the morning for a while. We walked around Split, and we're about an hour away from the contest. And I'm in this. It was some restaurant there, and everybody's eating. Thank you, Arwa. Everybody's eating, getting ready for this contest, and they're prepping. And like I can't remember who was with me. I had 6 French fries and a sip of Sprite. That was my prep because I eat a lot of peppers, you know. He has a hamburger this big. I said, and some fries. I said, Dustin, what are you doing? He goes, I'm having lunch. I'm like, dude, in like an hour, we're supposed to eat like a lot of peppers. He goes, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, tip a hat to Pippin. That guy's a savage. He really, really is. He gets on stage and just listen. He's just unaffected. The guy's unaffected. He's a beast. But I can't. I'm not that person. If I eat food, I'm like, I'm full. Like I hear people like eat 150, 165 Reapers. Listen, I can't eat 160 olives. I couldn't eat. That's a lot of. I mean, 160 is a lot of anything. 160 Tic Tacs is a lot, but 160 Reapers. Give me a break. I can't do that. I just don't have it in me. What did Left Eye Pat say? Hang on. Left Eye Pat said, have you always had an iron gut? Weirdly enough, the more my tolerance went up, the weaker my stomach got. Never had a strong one, but got weaker for some reason. You need to live with me, Pat. If you listen, if you live with my roommate, you'd be spitting fire in 6 weeks. I promise you. I don't know why that is. I have not always had an iron gut. In fact, here's the fun. Want something funny? At the beginning of every pepper season, I don't have an iron gut. At the beginning of every single pepper season, it's funny. I get the first season, it scared me to death because I was wailing on it. I had my foot on the gas. We went hard the first year. And then, just eating sauce and challenges, and then right into peppers. So I was into peppers. Everything was great. Then peppers went away. And I started doing sauces a lot then. And my tolerance went down. And when peppers came around again, I remember being nervous, going, oh my God. But then that's when I realized that that's the fun of it all. The fun of it all is in the building your tolerance. I mean, to me, it's the fun of it all. But it's not so much fun that I like the taste of peppers too much to quit eating them, I ate four super hots yesterday that I didn't film. I just ate them because I felt like eating them. No problem, Toby. Listen, don't you sweat it. Maybe we'll get lucky and you'll be gifted one. You never know. I'll turn into a dragon, says Arwa. You know what? I don't know why I'm like that the way I am. It's a mindset, maybe. It'd be fun, wouldn't it? We'd have a good time, Pat. TK! How cool. I'm late. But here, it's Anna. Anna's awesome. I always refer to her as TK. Thank you for being here. That's awfully cool. Yeah, we're just glad you're here too, Toby. Thank you. Brock Bandy's telling Tommy he's got a 600-watt high-pressure sodium. Is that too much? You got questions about growing? Broom's a genius, man. I don't know if he'll tell you all of his secrets. He's got a bunch of them, but Noah says, Johnny, let me answer that. It's a good question. Why are you hanging it up in 2026? First of all, I want anybody who's watching this, there's no reason to be upset. We have 2 more years left. And if being honest, there are almost 6,400 videos. I'd be willing to bet there's probably 3,000 or 4,000 you haven't seen. You know what I mean? So there's so much content here, and that's neither here nor there. Here's why and I don't like thinking of it as hanging it up. I'm just pivoting, going in a different direction. So, but here's the thing with the peppers. If anybody who's watched, they know how this channel works. I'm not a guy who puts a video up a week, right? You're going to get 2 or 3. If you include the shorts, you're going to get videos all day long, all the time. It's a constant thing. I have it in me. I don't have it in me to do this half-assed. I do not have it in me to do 15 years and have the last 5 years of the channel kind of be like limping along, doing a video here and there, not doing as many challenges, slowing down. I don't have it in me to operate that way. We've done it one way since I've started the channel, and we're going to do it like that until we stop it. I don't want to give it a lame attempt. And I don't want to be the one that's going, it's time to hang up. Why hasn't that guy quit? You know what I mean? So the reason I chose 2026, the last day is going to be October 19th. That's the last upload we're going to do, October 19th of 2026. That will be the 10th anniversary of the channel. We will have completed 10 seasons together. All right. And I just feel like I've done everything I can possibly do. I've done things I didn't think were possible. I've done things I could never have even imagined. Like in my wildest dreams, I couldn't have dreamed up the things that have occurred. You know what I mean? And I'm just ready to do something different. And that's kind of it. It's like here's the truth. I love everybody that watches the channel, everybody that's a part of this, and I always will. That'll never, ever change. And I'm never going to stop looking at comments and responding to comments. So I'm always going to do that. So we're still going to have a connection, you know what I mean? And we've got 2 full years of content to go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I feel bad. It's like, I don't want to. Could I do this for 10 more years? Yeah, I probably could. You know what I mean? At this pace, no. And I would just feel it would be disingenuous to kind of do a video a week. I would just feel like that's not chase the heat, man. It just isn't chase the heat. Chase the heat is just, I don't know. That's in my head. That's how I see it. That's how I feel it. You know what I mean? Gaming TV says, make cooking videos that taste best with hot sauce. I have opportunities. I have some opportunities. So I'm basically in the next 2 years, we're gonna have a good time. I promise you. Everything is, just so everybody knows, the next 2 years, nothing's different compared to the last 8. I'm still going to do crazy challenges. I'm still going to hurt a bunch. I promise you. We're still going to do stupid things. Still going to be cat videos. I'm going to play guitar again. I've just been busy. Right there. I promise you. The only difference in the next 2 years is the addition of the After the Burn series, which is really, really fun. This, by the way, is who is our next After the Burn. Something I announced in the title that I was going to announce. I announced this yesterday on the Bus Pass video. If you don't have a bus pass video, bus pass, you didn't see it. But here is the next, my next guest on After the Burn. And there it is. It's Mr. Matthew Arthur, episode 3. He is the man that created the Wartrix, the Warthog, and the We're still, no, you didn't miss it. You're so funny, Tracy. Anyway, so he's going to be my next guest. If you have any, I got a couple great questions that last night in the Bus Pass live stream. I asked everybody if they had any great suggestions of comments or questions for Matthew, and they did, so it was great. Oh, man, Seymour, check that out. Seymour, you are a rock star. Just gifted 5 Chase the Heat memberships. That is so cool. Thank you for doing that, Seymour. That is awesome. Very cool. Thank you for doing that. Cooking with Scoville. I like the sound of that. Somebody gave, I didn't know that you could do this. You can people can give a donation on any video. And somebody made a video. Thank you, T-Man. What kind of sauces do you think are a good balance of spicy and flavorful? Dave's insanity sauce, Carolina Reaper sauce. What are your thoughts? I'll tell you in just 1 second, T-Man. Thank you for the super chat. Somebody left a super chat on a video, an old video. And I didn't know that could be done. I thought it had to be in a live stream. And they said they were giving me $5. It was really kind of funny because the very first comment of this stream was really similar to it. They gave me $5. They said, this is for some more gas for the bus. Can we go another year? I thought that was kind of funny. T-Man says, what sauce do you think are a good balance of spicy and flavorful? Dave's Insanity. No. Here's the thing about Dave's Insanity. I think it has its place, but I don't think it's a good tasting sauce the way it is. If you're really, really careful and you add it into some chili and you're really thoughtful with how you do it, you're going to be okay. But if you put too much, but it's just not, on its own, you can't, putting that on a taco, it's just not going to taste good. So I would avoid sauces with extract and just be mindful of your tolerance. If your tolerance is if you're just starting out, you want to avoid the super hots. And then you'll find because with me, my tolerance is really high. Everything is spicy and flavorful. You know what I mean? If your tolerance is higher, you'll get there. You know what I mean? But you will get there, I promise. Noah James, thank you so much. It's hard to explain to a non-chili head that the pain doesn't last forever. Yeah, it's funny because if you've never experienced it before, no, it's scary. You know what I mean? We're all used to it. It's our get down. You know what I mean? But if somebody's not into it, it's a scary thing. It's a frightening thing. I mean, because here's the thing. It feels like it's burning. It actually feels like it's burning. Now, we all know that we're not, but it certainly feels that way. I think I got the cat. Hang on 1 second here. It's not. I thought it was squirrel. Here it goes. But it does feel like it's burning us, and it's not. You know what I mean? It's just a sensation. But I'm loving the interview, says Carla. Boy, you know what? I really am too. I really am too. I'm having a good time with them. I'm learning about these heroes of mine, It's kind of fun. This one with Matthew is going to be spectacular. Gaming TV says, what hot sauce do you recommend that's easily available at supermarkets? It's a really wonderful question, Gaming TV. You know what? I'm a sucker for Tabasco. I really am. And the funny thing about it is, if you go to a big box store like a Walmart or whatever, and you go through their section, and if you took a picture today, and then 1 year from today, you have like a tickler in your computer, and you go to the same store and go through it again, you'll be stunned. It's changing regularly. It really, really is. It's changing. I mean, if you think about when I started this channel 8 years ago, it was so unbelievable. So obviously there's going to be more and more choices as you go. But to me, I'm not much of a. I don't mind like Pete's or Frank's and like Crystal and they aren't the worst. You know what I mean? It's Crystal. They aren't bad, but if I'm gonna go with a Louisiana sauce, I'm gonna go with Tabasco. You know what I mean? Tabasco is like, I'm a sucker for Tabasco. Is my gateway sauce. The first thing that I ever tasted that burned me, other than like pepperoncinis, which is the very first thing that ever burned me. I think Bravado spice. We're starting to see Bravado spice in a lot more places. Elijah Extreme, you're seeing in a lot more places. So what I mean, it's constantly evolving. We're growing. We're getting a lot. It's a glorious time to be a chili head. I've watched the transition. I've been in the middle of it, seeing it happen. You know what I mean? So if somebody's just coming along now, they go, "Oh wow, this is cool. There's something spicy," and they're just getting out. You don't realize how good we got it. Things have changed so bloody much in the last 8 years. It's incredible. It really, really is. It's funny every day. It happened today. Every day somebody will message me and say, "Man, you got to try this. You should try to make something like this." I'm like, "Yeah, we tried it." I'll tell you today. Brock Bandy just messaged me an hour before the show. He's like, "It'll be a great idea. I have a great idea for a challenge." He said, "Pop rocks, spicy pop rocks." And we tried. I said, "We tried, dude. Me and Foy, we tried. We bought a ton of pop rocks. Worked with them. The problem is this: the powder. You got to have something to make the powder adhere to the pop rocks, and everything that we did in order to make that happen altered the whole pop rock thing. So it's a beautiful time to be a chili head, man. It really, really is. I'm seeing a lot of Burns and McCoy, says Narfman. Exoresco is fantastic. Exoresco is really a wonderful sauce. It really is. A lot of his sauces are very, very good. Yeah, man. I haven't had it in a while, to be honest. I haven't had it in a while. I still to this day, it's one of my favorite sauces, but me and that company go way back. Badia makes good stuff, actually, Del Cox. All their stuff is actually very, very good. I'm impressed with that company. Ragnar says, unfortunately, anything hotter than Melinda's is not at the supermarket. Here's the thing, though. It's changing because you'll see, like, honest to goodness, you'll see, like, Bravado Spice. And some of their stuff, it's not, like, melt your face off, but it's going to be a lot hotter than Tabasco. And the truth is, you can see Tabasco Scorpion, which still has a bite to it. Pop rocks are fun, Arwa. Absolutely. Long Dog says if you go to the website for Tabasco, you'll see a lot of sauces that are not normally available to people. It's the truth. And if you guys haven't had this yet, please trust me on this one. You've got to try the Family Reserve from Tabasco. It is hands down my favorite. Unbelievably good. Every single time. It's so consistent, so steady. It's a beautiful, beautiful sauce. Exoresco is delicious. Yep. That guy you gave the Tubatera, the Tubatera 2.0 at the post office, was there? Was he there, or just was he working there, or just a random guy in line? That was great. Now, here's the thing, man. He works there. We get stuff every single day, so like every day I'm in there, and they ask questions a lot, and they kind of know who we are. My brother has his there as well, and he was saying how he likes really hot stuff. I said, "You do." I said, hang on. I ran in my car. We were getting ready to leave. So I thought I had a Tubatera in the car. I usually carry one with me. And I didn't. So I went back inside and said, you going to be here tomorrow? He's like, yeah. I'm like, good. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then. So I went in with those today and burned him up. He's a nice kid. He's a good kid. I didn't know how to spell his name. His name was somebody typed it Carlo. It was Carlo. I don't know if it's Collollo or Collow. I'm not sure how to spell it, so I didn't want to butcher the dude's name in the title. So I just kind of threw him up there. But that's fun. That's been a really fun part of doing what I do is burning up people for a long time. Like when I was in Fort Mill, I don't go out a lot. I don't. I'm a homebody. I prefer not to go out a lot. But one thing that happened like all the time when I was in Fort Mill is I'd get recognized a lot, and everybody's very nice, and I don't mind it. I really don't, but I started the habit of keeping one of these in my back pocket every time I went out. So I'm like, if I'll take a picture with you, sign something, no problem, but you're going to eat something hot with me. And there are so many times, there's like maybe half a dozen or more shorts where I did that. I see someone, I'm like, oh, look who I found. I'll pull up a camera, start taking a video of it. It's hilarious. Noah asks, will the Tubatera help build your tolerance? Bro, you have no idea how much it'll help your tolerance. If you, I'll be right back to you in 1 second, Toby. Noah, if you get a Tubatera and you eat, let's say, three peanuts a day, when that tube is gone, you won't believe how much your tolerance has grown. For true. It took half a bottle of Crystal Hot Sauce to give me an endorphin rush, Toby says. At least you got one. I think I could drink a gallon of Crystal. It wouldn't do a thing. I mean, I know I saw a video of LA Beast drinking a gallon of Tabasco. It's the volume. It has nothing to do with the heat. I could drink that all day. In fact, I don't think where would be a problem. I could drink Penango all day long. Like just bottle after bottle. It would not hurt my stomach, and it tastes like a spicy fruit drink, you know. But that's one of the downsides, you guys, of building your tolerance. You guys have thought about that, right? It's because it's no. Think of it like alcohol. If somebody who drinks alcohol and they drink a lot, the more you drink, your tolerance goes up. Like the very first time you ever drank anything, one drink and you're silly. You know what I mean? And then after a while. Well, eating peppers is no different. You know, your tolerance to capsaicin is no different. You know what I mean? The tolerance is built very, very quickly, but they fall very, very quickly. John Doe. Boy, these are some famous last words. I don't get stomach cramps either. Can I tell you something? I've had people tell me that. You sure can. You just haven't yet. Night Rider, thank you for being here. You just gave me a great idea. Popping rocks, spicy sizzling in your mouth. We tried like crazy to make that thing work, and we couldn't. Well, I need to get like my goatee, my mustache up here needs to be trimmed. It's tickling my nose and it's driving me crazy. One of these days, hey Johnny, does my body size matter with respect to calf cramps? You mean with Toby? Do you mean because I know John Doe says he doesn't get calf cramps? When you say, do you mean for endorphin rush or do you mean intolerance building in general? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure it would matter. I don't know. I don't really know. If you're talking about endorphin rush or just tolerance in general, I don't really know. That's a really good question. I don't think your body size would matter. I don't think your body size would matter. I could be wrong. Left Eye Pat, I love you, dude. Thank you for being here. Jimmy T, 1988. Thanks for being here. You know what we need to do? We need to do a roll call. You know why? Because we've been doing this for almost an hour. I'm just going to say hi to everybody who's in the chat, and then we're going to wrap it up in just a few. Let's see who we got in the chat here. I'll go with my wrenches first, everybody. We got Silver Surfer. We got Left Eye Pat just taking off. We got Brock Benny and Bizzle. We got Balaki, Chili Phil, Dale Cox, Devin Guitard. We got Ed, Jimmy T, John Doe, Knight Rider, Lorena Zamora, Nail Wall. We have Narfman, Noah James. We have Ragnar. We got SG, Arabian Bard, Arwa. We have Anna, TKK. We have T-Man and Tony Revel. And somebody else just joined. I don't know who they are, but thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it a lot. You're only 5'2", Toby says. I don't think it would affect you. I really don't think it's going to be a detriment or an advantage either way. I think it's, capsaicin doesn't work on body like alcohol does. You know what I mean? Like somebody who's like, there were stories of, what was his name? Andre the Giant drinking 175 beers in like 3 hours at a bar. Like no joke, 175. There's a picture of one. The bottle looks like a kid's toy in his hand. It took a lot for that dude to catch a buzz because he was 400 pounds or whatever. Capsaicin isn't like that. Hot's hot. It's not. It doesn't factor in your body size. So I don't think it. I think you're fine. It won't affect you at all. Mischief managed. Where is she? There you are. Just got home from the airport. You know what? It's okay. We're going to talk for another 3 minutes. I'm sorry. We're going to do another one tomorrow, I promise. So here's the new schedule moving forward. You ready? Bus Pass. Every single Tuesday and Thursday, there'll be a Bus Pass live stream. All right? But every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there'll be a live stream for everybody. So the live streams on Tuesday and Thursdays, got to have a Bus Pass for that. And boy, you should hear the secrets we tell. It's amazing. But we're going to wrap up now. I want to thank everybody for being here. I love you guys. You're all great. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you so much for doing that. It's awfully kind and generous of you. Tomorrow, it's every day. It's 5 o'clock, 5:05 p.m. Creator, it's so good to see you. 5:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we will go for an entire hour. I can't help you. Yeah, hi, Jane. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. I just want to, we're going to talk for another minute and 15 seconds so that we can do an exact hour. How about that? So let me go back and see if I missed anybody or anybody's joined us that I didn't thank. Creator, Diesel Dazzle, Dee Dazzle. Love that name. Lenarf Meister. Noah James is a rock star. Toby, Wes Lightburn, and Windmill Willie. So I did get to say hi to a few extra people. All right, so we must be rolling in close to the 1 hour mark. Where are we at here? All right, another 30 seconds. You guys are all awesome. I hope you have a fun night tonight. What I'm going to do on these live streams, I have 8 years of photos doing weird things in different countries and with people like Left Eye Pat. I'm going to start throwing these photos up during live streams. It makes it fun for me. Hopefully it's fun for you guys. But you guys are all awesome. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here and taking the time out of your schedule to hang out with me. I mean, it's special. I'm going to wrap it up now. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.